Smoking kills more people than alcohol, AIDS, car accidents, illegal drugs, murders, and suicides combined. According to tobaccofreekids.org, 1/3 of all kids who become regular smokers each year, almost 1/3 will ultimately die from it. According to the CDC in 2024, e-cigarettes were the most commonly used tobacco product among middle and high school students in the U.S., with 1.63 million students currently using e-cigs. According to tobaccofreekids.org, 490,000 people die each year from their own cigarette smoking or exposure to secondhand smoke. There are 16 million plus people in the U.S. alone who currently suffer from smoking-caused illnesses. Welcome back to You Don't Have to Die podcast. I'm your host, Samantha, and God spared me from adding to the numbers in these statistics. I was smoking cigars, weed, cigarettes on and off for approximately 19 years, starting at age 12 or 13. I started with the vapes later on in life. No one approved of me smoking, so I had to sneak it and got addicted in the process. Sometimes I would smoke multiple things during a phase in my life. It depended. And I could smoke a pack of cigarettes a day, finish a vape or even two in one day. And during my marijuana phase, I was smoking every hour or so to maintain the high. During my days of deep addiction, I was picking up the butts from the cigarette receptacle, which is disgusting. But I did not have enough money to buy them at that time. But it just really shows how addicted I was to it. I would have nasty congestion, sore throats, coughing episodes, shortness of breath. And when I first came to the church 2 years and 10 months ago, smoking cigarettes and vapes was something that I did at that time. And I hung on to the electronic vape as long as possible. During a fasting Bible study in the first week of February of 2023, I picked up a vape that I had during the Bible study and smoked it during the teaching. And the Lord spoke through Pastor Kiruba right after I did that and said, and I'm just paraphrasing, if you smoke something with chemicals in it and then you get issues in your lungs, you know the consequences of this. And before she could even finish the sentence, I was walking toward the trash with the vapes and the cartridges to toss them away. She did not know I even had an issue with smoking these things. She could not see me because the camera was off. So I knew the Lord was showing this to her in real time, and I was being called out by God, and it brought deep conviction, especially for trying to do it in His presence. I repented, and I never picked up anything else after that. And so I remember sharing a testimony back then about something completely different, and the Lord reminded me that I used to smoke, but because He delivered me, I never thought about smoking. God wiped the memory of it completely. The desire was wiped, and also the smell that would draw me back to it, that was taken away. And I forgot I even had the addiction. This, really increased my faith so much because this was one of the first addictions I had, and I really struggled with it. Doctors gave me patches and nicotine gum, which didn't work. And I even tried eating it away, where when I felt the urge, I would just go for food. Maybe that hand and mouth action would deter me from wanting the chemicals, but nothing worked. But God came and broke the powers of darkness over my life through Pastor Kiruba by laying hands on me and praying against the addictions. And to this day, by God's grace, I have not had one craving. The smell repulses me and makes my stomach turn, which is amazing because the smell used to draw me in. And I haven't had not one urge to use. And there have been no slip-ups either. So even my teeth, they were stained due to smoking, but today God has made my smile white again without any treatments. And I didn't think it would be possible to quit after so many years, but God made it possible, and I'm no longer bound to this. And I'm so grateful that my lungs are healed and I have no breathing issues and my throat is fine by God's grace. He really just made everything brand new. And by the blood of stripes of Jesus Christ, I am healed and set free by God who used his servant, Pastor Kiruba. My sister in the Lord, Christina, had an addiction to many things, but cigarettes was one of them. And God broke that addiction at ELBIM through Pastor Kiruba. So I'll post her testimony so that you may hear all that God has delivered her from. If you've been blessed by this video, please share it and like it so that others may be blessed by this. And so everyone can know that they don't have to be a part of the statistics. God does not want anyone to die from cigarettes or cigars or vapes or dip. He wants us to live free from bondage. So we're just going to worship to Higher Than Any Other with Pastor Kiruba Stephen. Thank you for listening, and see you next time on You Don't Have to Die podcast.
Any addiction, yeah. You are higher than any depression. Oh, you are higher than any anxiety, yeah. You are higher than any madness. The dead shall arise at the sound of your voice. The dead shall arise at the sound of your voice. The dead shall arise at the sound of your voice. At the sound of your voice. At the sound of your voice. I shall be healed at the sound of your voice. I shall be healed at the sound of your voice. I shall be healed at the sound of your voice. At the sound of your voice. At the sound of your voice. Sing with faith in your hearts. I shall be healed at the sound of your voice. I shall be healed at the